I can't wait to read to you tonight. Hi, everybody. Looking to see how many people will join me tonight. This is one of my most fun things to do is to read books to kids and adults. Oh, yay! We got some people joining us today. Who do we have here? Hi, guys. So glad you're joining me tonight. Looking to see who's joining me. Oh, hi, Ty. Oh, there's Cooper too. Guys, welcome tonight. I'm so excited you're joining me. I've got a surprise. I'm going to let you meet Precious here in a second. Won't that be fun? Who else do we have here? Good deal. I've got the okay from the librarian or the library media specialist. I've got my jammies on. I don't know if you do, but boy, it's a good night to have your jammies on. We'll wait a few minutes here to make sure we get a few more people joining us and everything. So glad we could be on tonight. It's a treat. Hey, Precious, come here. You want to come here? I'll let you see Precious a minute. She's really cute. There's something special about her tonight, too. You want to come here? Come here. Guess what? She has, you ready? Matching pajamas with me. She's a pretty good gal. She's my sidekick. You like her jammies? You look over at the people? Oh, here we go. Stay with me a minute. See all my friends out there? Can you see them? Precious likes books too. I probably should get my students to read to them. You think, Ty and Cooper, that you would be willing to read a story on Seesaw to Precious? That would be awesome. Precious says hi. I'm going to try to get her to hang out here for just a minute till everybody gets online. I'll get Precious back in a minute. We'll get going here before too long. Let's see what time it is. I'm going to wait just a couple more minutes. We're just now getting on here just a little bit. So I'm looking forward to reading with you tonight. So it was fun having you guys back at school today. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. We didn't really have much of a chance to talk about it, did we? We're so busy today. So I had to get Mr. Tapp to turn down the TV downstairs because I was afraid you all were hearing what he was listening to. So he's a pretty good guy. So think about some of the fun things you did over the weekend. What were some of your favorite things? And if you have an opportunity, just kind of talk with your family about it. Go ahead and visit about that for a couple of minutes. And then I want you to be thinking a little bit because we're going to be talking about a book that gives you a happiness spot. So, what are some things that you think of that give you happiness when you think about it? It can be simple little things. So, telling a joke at the table with your family or telling a story that happened. So, be thinking about some of those things and get those in your brain. And then I'm going to talk about a few other things in our book that will kind of help us focus on kindness and happiness and just all that fun stuff. I think I'm going to wait just another minute or so, and then we can get started on our book, and then we'll get all caught in there. So, hey, Precious, come back. There may be some people that need to see you. Presh, she must have gone downstairs. Well, the book I'm going to read to you tonight is one I think that's just so appropriate for just right now, because sometimes, like in the wintertime, or just because of COVID being kind of a drag, we have a hard time just trying to find ways of being happy. And so my book is called A Little Spot of Happiness. And actually, this author gave me permission. Her name is Diane Albert, and she gave permission for us to read this online tonight. So I'm excited about sharing it with you. So I may go ahead and just wait one more minute, and then we will get going. Have you been thinking about things that make you happy? I can't wait to hear about them. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and get started because I'm so excited about reading this book. And so I'm going to go ahead and share it with you. And I know that Mrs. Thomas will be so nice about having it posted so that other kids can join and watch about this book. But I want to celebrate this book a little bit because um, our second grade group, Mrs. Franson, kind of started this. And we decided that we were just needing to find some ways to, create happiness spots or create, positive things going on in the building. And so we've set these little pieces of paper that say so and so show kindness, and then you tell what that person did, and then you give them the little slip of paper, and once they realize that they were recognized by somebody, then we take it and we're creating a chain. And so in our whole building right now at this point, we're doing our pod in our red pod, but our goal is to make it spread all the way to the other pods and through the building. So for any of those out there that are older students that are in different pods that want to kind of catch on and get going with us, let us know, because we would love to be able to start sharing that through the building. And when we can see our colorful chain that has gone through our pod, out through our building, down the hallways into other pods, we'll have so much to celebrate and really just a fun way to appreciate everybody. So this is kind of what the book inspired. It's a little spot of happiness. And again, this is by Diane Alber. She is actually the author and the illustrator, which is really unusual. Sometimes there's not too many authors that are able to do their own artwork. And so as you look through this, you're going to be able to see that, she has some great writing abilities, and the pictures are a lot of fun too. So let me get started. A little spot of happiness. Hi, I'm Happiness Spot, and I'm here to help you feel joy and spread happiness to others. Kind of a cute little guy, isn't he? Kind of bright, sunny, sunshine. Now, did you know one person has the power to grow hundreds of happiness spots, all with just one kind act? Let me show you. So if you will look at this, there's this little chart there that shows you one person started it, and then it keeps growing and growing and growing as everybody does something special for somebody. So look at all the people that started with just one person. Well, it can start with you being kind by helping Jimmy up if he falls down. And because you are kind, Jimmy wants to be kind too. So he shares his toys with Lucy. And then Lucy wants to be kind. So she's spreading kindness by saying something nice to Tucker. And she looks at Tucker. Tucker got new glasses. They were pretty red ones, and said, "Oh, your new glasses look great. I love the color red." And the pattern of kindness continues. Just little things make such a big difference. Now, you could use several spots to help a happiness spot too. So there's something called love, confidence, and peaceful. And they are all the happiest spots I know. So look at all these colorful little fun happiness spots. We're going to talk about how each one of those can make a happiness spot. Let's first talk about love. That's kind of the most evident one. Think about all the people you love in your life. Okay? So I think about my children, my parents, my sisters, my brothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, nieces, so many people that I love. And I know that they love me in return. And I also love my students. But did you know that love can grow a happiness spot? When you stop and think about that, look at that hug. Now you can do that kind of with your family. As much as I love giving hugs right now, of course we have to kind of keep from doing that. But I have the best air hugs in town. Well, another way you can create a happiness spot is create art. Okay, Mrs. Ray, I know you're going to be shouting out on that one. So even if you feel you're not good at it, when you create something from your heart, it can be one of the greatest gifts to give. So creating can grow a happiness spot. And I love doing that too. So here's a picture of, she said, I made this for you. And so I have students all the time creating some of the beautiful art for me, and I'm hanging it up in my classroom, and I love it. It does make me smile, and you know what? I can tell they took pride in it, and it makes them smile, and they did something kind, and I love that. So I am brave. I am loving. I am kind. When you believe in yourself, it's easier to do good for others. Confidence can grow a happiness spot. So you should always try to feel good about yourself, about what you do for others. And when you're doing for others, that helps build your confidence too, because you know you've done something to help somebody. Now, we have to learn how to manage our emotions. So when we can, you can be calm, and it can calm people around you. So being peaceful can grow a happiness spot. I know there's times during the day when it gets a little hectic, a little crazy, a little loud, and we're working in the classroom. Sometimes we just take what we call mindfulness break, and we'll just take some time to just reflect and to breathe, and that just calms down our bodies. When we calm our bodies down, we're better able to focus on what our work is, and we're better able to focus on others too. And that's a great thing to do. Well, another way to spread happiness is with gratitude. Gratitude is being thankful and showing appreciation with kindness. So gratitude means, wow, I'm so grateful for. What are the things you're grateful for? Your family. I tell you, I'm grateful for a nice warm bed, a nice warm coat on these cold days. I'm grateful when we get snow and we can go out and play in it. So many things that we can be grateful for, and we need to try to remind ourselves. Well, try writing 3 things that you're thankful for every day. It is so easy to do, and it can start your day in a positive way. So on here, this person said, I'm thankful for my teacher, but I'm also thankful for my students, and I'm thankful for our custodial staff. I'm thankful for our cafeteria staff, our secretaries that are in the office. There's so many people every day doing things for us. And so think about my list. It asked me for 3 things, and look how many I already did. You can do it too. So one way, and we do this a lot in my class, is to write a thank you note. It lets people know that you're grateful for them. Being thankful can grow a happiness spot. And this person was saying, thank you, Mrs. Curtis, for being an amazing teacher. I think my class is really good at writing thank you notes to people. Take time to enjoy the things around you. Point out all the beautiful things to others too. Appreciation can grow a happiness spot. Now this is showing like all the stars in the sky and the moon, and we've had some pretty incredible stuff going on where we've seen planets together that, come in alignment. We've seen lots of stars and just the full moon in itself. And I think there was the blood moon that was a little orangey. But one of the things I've noticed here recently is so many beautiful sunrises and so many sunsets. And so if you just look out, just take that moment and kind of take it in, it really makes me feel grateful and happy, and it just creates that happiness spot. Oh, this is a big one. Smile. Give me a big smile right now because I can't see you through the mask, but guess what? I know you're smiling because I can see it in your eyes. But if you smile, making yourself smile tricks your brain into thinking happy thoughts. So go ahead and give it a try. And like I said, I can tell from your eyes, but I love it when I hear the giggles in the masks. And that lets me know you've got a happiness spot going on. So did you know that when you smile, it makes others want to smile too? Smiles can grow a happiness spot. create something new, and help others do the same. Imagination can grow a happiness spot. So I love this picture. It's, this little guy, and he is taking boxes and all kinds of, like, looks like plastic forks and spoons and recycled bottles and old tires, and just creating some fun things. And in second grade, that's one of our big things is we're going to be creating something very soon. And it'll be a lot of fun to explore and create. We're studying inventors right now. And one of the things we read today was sometimes there are people that work really hard to try to invent something and can never figure something out. And then some of the inventions happen by accident. So, hey, give it a shot. Now, another way is you can take care of the planet. You can recycle or plant a tree, and it doesn't look much right now, but every little action matters. So caring can grow a happiness spot. Look at the pictures. Now, I have to say, one of my favorite things, and I even call it my happiness spot, is in the springtime when it gets warm enough that I can start planting some flowers in my pots. I create a whole bunch of different colors and pots and plants and put them on my back porch. And then I'll sit out and I just enjoy reading and just sitting outside. So it's always a lot of fun. And how many of you guys have done gardens before? You've probably planted some gardens and got to eat the fruits of your labor, which in other words, the things you grew. So that's always fun too. I challenge you. Now, find a great book. What a great idea. You might learn something new. Your imagination and you can experience new places. So reading can grow a happiness spot. Kind of think about some of the books you've read before, and it's taken you all these different places that you've never been able to be before. And you experience it. You're the character, and it's so much fun. I love it. I mean, you just think about some of the things that you've done. So make sure you read those books because there's so many stories and so many things to experience. Finally, sometimes you just need a reminder to spread happiness. So wear a spot on your hand, and every time you spot me, think of the happy thought and spread happiness. See how he has a spot on his hand? And guess what? I do too. Whoops, kind of coming off. I have enjoyed reading to you guys tonight. And if you liked this author, there are so many other books available that you can read. One of my other students actually checked out one of the books today. So if you like this author, then be sure and talk to Mrs. Thomas. And when you're checking out your stuff in the library, you too can find one of these really cool books to read. So your job is tonight, get tucked in, get a good night's rest, and I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And tomorrow, think about that happiness spot. Good night.